If you were ever wondering what the creative process is for writing videos, actually sublet it out to this guy. He comes up with everything. That's why today we're talking about Halo Campaign Evolved, and boy, do I have some opinions about that. Now, obviously, this is not a gaming channel. I do not play video games. I have that thing, and that's not on the channel, but occasionally that thing that I work on a regular basis because I find it fun and I make content on that. But today, hello, you peeking through the fence? Today, oh, big stretch from the dog. Tell them what we're talking about. I have to tell people to stop complaining about a game that's genuinely okay. We're gonna talk about the day. Let's talk about Halo. See, but because my channel is not a gaming channel, before I can talk about Halo, I have to get into character. So, one moment, please. That's pretty good, you gotta admit. That's pretty good. Of course, while I am half decent at animating, I am pretty awful at editing, so you're going to have to excuse the mass amounts of blue tack. Now, whether you agree with me or not, you have to admit that Halo is important, both when they got their games wrong and when they got their games right. Both from when they were controlled by 343 Industries, Halo Studios, and Bungie. All of these eras of Halo have been incredibly important to the gaming industry. But today we're talking about them getting it very wrong. Now, Campaign Evolved is a bit of a strange one because it's the first one put into, what's it called again? Unreal Engine 5? Around 5.2 or 5.4 now. It's the first one outside of Halo's Flip Space engine, so they had to work really hard to make it feel like Halo, and I feel like they got that part of it right. Campaign Evolved does feel like Halo from a shooting perspective, from a movement perspective. The issue is that it does not feel like the Halo they are trying to replicate. It's a great game, don't get me wrong, but it's not Combat Evolved. Only the strongest will survive! Now, Combat Evolved, the original game, it's pretty fun, very basic. It's a shooter game from 25 years ago, what can you expect? Moving to Campaign Evolved. Halo Studios did one thing pretty well, and I think it's remaking all of the assets. Sure, some of the characters look like real-life people that they're not supposed to look like. I mean, just look at Sergeant Johnson, he looks like Steve Harvey. But overall, it's not a bad game. It still feels like you're playing a Halo title, but they've redone so much of the story that it's not Combat Evolved anymore. You still play on the first ring, you're still getting to the control room, blowing up the Halo. Now, it's not like that's a massive spoiler or anything. The game is 25 years old. All they've done is remake every single asset and port it to Unreal Engine. If that was the case, it would be great, but that's actually not the case. Now, what Halo Studios did is they actually rewrote a lot of the lore and a lot of the story elements. For example, instead of Chief bouncing around like a ping pong ball inside of his escape pod, killing all of the occupants, he actually just holds on for dear life, the back door flies open, and all the other Marines get sucked out of the escape pod. This is a very small change, but there's a lot of these small changes throughout the entire game. Overall, it still feels like it's a Halo game, but it doesn't feel like, again, the game that it's trying to imitate. This isn't Combat Evolved. This is Combat Evolved told by someone who's been hit on the head a few too many times. Now, between things like the prequel missions and the collectibles and all the skulls, it's not a bad game. I actually quite enjoyed playing through it, but there's, again, something very wrong here. It's not doing it for me. It's not doing the Halo thing Halo enough, and ultimately that kind of sucks for diehard fans, but for a casual like me and you, it's probably just fine. Speaking of being a casual, this is where I would talk about the game's arena-style multiplayer aspect that every Halo game has had ever since the dawn of time. This game does not have multiplayer. There is no PvP in Campaign Evolved. What? Now, it's not like not having a multiplayer kind of sucks, because it really sucks. You do get multiplayer for the campaign of up to 4 players online and 2 players local. I would have liked 4 players all of the time, but it's fine, Halo. I understand you have a budget you need to adhere to. And because there's no multiplayer other than that, there's no real cosmetics either. There's character skins for Master Chief, but they're all pretty basic. And all of the cool ones, and I say cool with air quotes, with a pre-order that you had to pay another $30 for. And if you had Game Pass, that pre-order didn't matter because you got the game for free. It was free. Okay, now that I'm done being mad at the vast majority of people who are mad because they expect it to be exactly like the original game, you can never have that. And it's the same reason people are mad about Bungie making Marathon instead of Destiny 3. Games don't last forever. They have to change. They have to iterate. And for the same reason that people are mad at Marathon for not being Destiny again, people are mad at Campaign Evolved. It's different. It's not the original Halo CE with better graphics and modeling. It's a whole new game on a whole new engine that just looks and plays very similar. I would make a video about Marathon because I quite enjoy it, but we're not going to talk about it because I will get slaughtered by everyone in the comments section for it. Overall, I give Campaign Evolved like a 7 out of 10. It's not bad, it's definitely different, and I'm not okay with all of the things they did different, but for the most part, it's fine. It's a game I can, just turn my brain off and play. I don't have to think about it, It's definitely a brain rot game like Call of Duty where you just plug in and turn off for hours on end, but CE was like that too 25 years ago, so I don't really care. Add PvP. Please. I want to kill my friends. By the way, this was completely unscripted. I just, got off work, decided this is what I'm doing today. I'm making a video about Campaign Evolved, because that's what everyone's on about these days. We get it. You don't have to like it. Go cry about it, you little baby.